Now, complete high school football coverage. This is 10 Sports First and 10. Brought to you by these sponsors.
Welcome to the big show, everybody. Week 8 of First and 10. It's Friday the 13th with a nod tonight to the vintage horror movie series at Camp Crystal Lake. That's right, a 6.5-foot tall mountain man running around the woods in a hockey mask, carrying a machete, pretty much demands to be taken seriously because there's a lot of scary stuff happening here tonight. Meanwhile, we want to call out Lauren Helikowski's name she's in for Allie Graham tonight. Lauren doing a great job keeping our First and 10 web effort humming along, which brings us to Blue Ridge and the battle that is our game of the week. Lord Botetourt at William Byrd in what begins a series of elimination games in the district. Now, Eric, I don't want to overstate rivalries, but these two schools are basically in each other's way if they want to get to the goals that they want to achieve in the district.
That's exactly right. In week 8, we start to separate the good from the great. Coach Harless told me earlier in the week, you have to be prepared like you're facing Alabama every week. Simply put, William Byrd looked like that team tonight. They looked like they had their mini wheats, their Wheaties, cornflakes, everything except tricks, because tricks are for kids. Let's get you to the highlights down in Vinton tonight for this one. Packed crowd at homecoming. Cavaliers have owned the series in recent years. Terriers changing that narrative in the first half. Jakari nicely on the keeper up the middle. Look at this, brought down by John Kiker. A force on that defense. End of the first quarter, Byrd with the ball. Israel Hairston goes up top. Dominic Dulac, who gets it to Cavs territory. Second quarter, they cash in. The double pass. Hairston pitching it to Walter Barrows. He hits Cooper Minix for the touchdown. 6-0 Byrd lead. Student section loving what they see. More Terriers. Hairston, the homecoming king himself, rolling on a 31-yard keeper straight to the house. Bow, wow, wow, yippee-yo, yippee-yay. 13-0 William Byrd came ready to play. They had all the momentum. LB trying to drive before halftime. Look at the back-to-back sacks. We went to the locker room. Terriers up double digits. Second half, LB still struggling, looking for a chance. The interception dropped here by Sam Gruden. So instead, it's a 33-yard field goal for Bryson Lancaster. 16-0 lead. LB's offense driving a stick shift, but stuck in the first gear. Nicely nicked up late, an ankle or foot injury. He later returned, but it didn't matter. William Byrd with a statement win in the Blue Ridge tonight. 16-0 final as they stormed the field in Vinton.
This gives our kids more confidence. That's the big thing. We always kind of make it about us in our locker room, and LB is a great football team, but our kids took the challenge to get better this week, and I felt like we did that.
Definitely, we got to give it up to the defense. Defense stopped a good running team.
I just had to give it all I had, and I can't do it without the brothers behind me, man. That's all. Look at the scoreboard. We did it.
I think we showed the whole district who we are, man. We're going to bring it to you every time. We're going to be the most physical football team on the field. We're going to bring energy. And everybody better watch out. We're coming.
Hurry up, Ian Bass. Everybody's always waiting on the door.
All right, you heard the Terriers there. A message to the district and the region. We're coming. It's the program's first win over LB since 2017, and it's the first time LB has been shut out since 2012. The team to do that, William Byrd in a playoff game down in Daleville. Appy?
All right, Eric, sticking with the Blue Ridge District. When Franklin County rallied for a win over Brookville, they immediately started talking about the upcoming district schedule and the big goal to come. So with that said, got to get things going. If you've got Eagles and Golden Eagles, this is what you see from above. You're an eagle flying above right there. Fourth quarter tied at 21. Macon Ayers taking a reverse 25 yards. He is out at the Franklin County 12. Sets up this Josh Kelly touchdown. 28-21. River in this one. Ensuing kickoff. Rashawn Huey right here is going to make some people miss. He's off to the races to the Stanton River 20, sets up a plunge from Jay Sean Rigney. And we had a 28 all game, late fourth quarter. Winston Davenport looking to convert. 3rd and 10 from his own 20, finds his safe haven, as in Haven Mullins. That's an over-the-shoulder catch for 50 yards. And then Jay Sean Rigney is a rolling ball of butcher knives. He's trying to put Franklin County in chip shot range, and he refuses to be denied right there, fighting through a team of defenders for Wyatt German. 20-yard field goal at the gun. Franklin County 31-28. Still in the Blue Ridge, William Fleming at Northside tonight. Homecoming festivities at the home of the Vikings. Congrats to all involved. That said, William Fleming was up 3 scores and looking for more. Malachi Coleman hurdling tacklers with a single bound. Folks, it's a great highlight, but it is a penalty. You're not allowed to do that. Eventually, he didn't hurdle them. He just ran through them. We've got a touchdown. It's 27-0. Vikings trying to get something going. Angel Rigney going deep, but Darren McCoy is there for the Colonels. The pick, and he's immediately thinking 6. You see him streaking down the sidelines. He is knocked out. Nonetheless, he sets up Coleman again, who this time has the corner. 40-7. Fleming is victorious. Martinsville falls to tonight 52-6. So Magna Vista is 7-0. 3-0. Halifax County 56-18 tonight. GW Danville 36-7 over the visiting Bengals. River Ridge District now. Patrick Henry's lone blemish is Salem, but clearly they have sights set on the Class 5 playoffs, which do not involve the Spartans. That said, Cave Spring at Patrick Henry tonight. Coach Fiddler reinventing his offense with some key injuries, including your Wildcat quarterback, Quali Carter, picking his way for the first touchdown, 7-0. Now, after a punt return turnover, got the Knights the ball back. Garrett Lonker, pretty pass. Owen Sweeney, touchdown. He runs up the hill. It's 7-7. Now, a bad snap on a punt, and the ball suddenly out at the 3. So the Knights are in the red zone, and it's Lonker again, and the Knights doing their best Philly shove as they plow him into the end zone, 14-7. But PH kept responding. More Quali Carter. This another touchdown. PH outscores Cave Spring tonight 35-28. Christiansburg's lone loss at this point is that game at Riverheads by a field goal. Pulaski County over Blacksburg. But one day he comes back again to take revenge on Friday the 13th. Hockey mask aside, the Cougars are in Glenvar looking to cash in on all this payback. Giles and Galax have plenty of history, old and new. We'll see who scared whom tonight. And we catch the undefeated Chargers in the NRV tonight, trying to corral the Mustangs, plus this.
We're the Floyd County Cheerleaders, and you're watching First and 10 on WSLS.
Back with our breakdown and wondering how the Alleghany Cougars are going to stack up in Region 3C. Now, they're certainly just fine in the Three Rivers. They're doing just fine there.
They are, and I like the way that they've been playing in their first year as the Cougars collectively.
Right.
We knew that speed would be a strength of theirs, and, of course, their size makes them big as well. Let's get you to the highlights of this one at Glenvar tonight. Both teams keeping it civil with the handshake at the least before the game. Highlanders kicker Carl Muse would get them on the board first. 42-yard field goal, 3-0 Highlanders. But then the Cougars would roar all night long. Purcell Turner, the direct snap, takes it in for the 1-yard touchdown. 7-3 advantage. Opening kickoff return in the second half. Who else but Allegany's Purcell Turner? 80 yards to the house. 13-3 is the score. And the Cougars yet again. Did I introduce you to Purcell Turner?
I think you did.
I think I did. How about 4 touchdowns on this night, including this one here? Alleghany rolls to the 27-10 win.
I mean, we just stayed with what we were doing. I mean, the coaches did a great job. We made a few adjustments to what we saw, but, I mean, at halftime, I just asked the guys for every ounce of anything they had in their bodies to do it, and they gave it. So proud of them.
The ability to adjust is huge. It's key in high school football, and Alleghany continues to prove that.
And I think you answered my question. Should be interesting.
It should be interesting. It'll be real fun.
Should be fun. All right. Meanwhile, in the Mountain Empire, Giles welcoming a Southwest Virginia Power in Galax. A lot of tradition on one field tonight. These two programs know all about winning. All right. So let's get Sean out for this one. It's Galax, it's Giles, and it's a beautiful evening for football. All right. Here we go. First half of this game, neither offense could find their rhythm. It's 0-0. Yes, scoreless. Third quarter, Galax getting the big play. Tommy Jones to Colton Coombs for a 50-yard catch. Later in the drive, Jones again taking himself, bulldozing his way into the end zone. Later in the third, Spartans could not get anything going. It's the Maroon Tide capitalizing again. Jones to Coombs for the big grab, putting them right at the goal line, and that was a crazy good catch. Galax goes on to the victory, 14-6. How about Carroll County at Floyd County tonight? Sam Phillips coming up right here is going to throw a touchdown pass to Ryan Schwartzel to put the Buffaloes on the board. Yeah, he is alone. It's 7-0, 7 minutes to go first quarter. Carroll County's going to answer. As Phillips' pass is going to be picked right here by Isaiah Easter. Nice grab right there. Good athletic play. Floyd not going to take it as their own number 11 is going to pick off a pass. Aiden Bain going up and pulling that one down. Meantime, this is Bryce Smoot going to find Isaiah Easter to get this game within a point. There's your catch for the touchdown, but it was 20-6. Floyd County and Winford Beale's troops continue to gather some momentum. Meantime, Radford 55-27 over Patrick County is your final tonight, again in a Three Rivers game. One of the local coaches we're tracking, folks, Jake Phillips, did a great job at James River, then went up to Stanton High, now back home at Bath as AD and head coach, and he's got the Chargers out to a 6-0 start. That's right, undefeated at Eastmont tonight. So we take you to Eastern Montgomery, and we'll get a look early on at Luke Turner starting things off for the Chargers, taking the ball up the field, blowing through the Mustangs defense, wiping out everybody on the sideline. Look out! Everybody's okay. That said, it's James Campbell finishing the drive, taking the ball in the end zone, 7-0 Charger lead. We've got a fumble on a handoff here. The Mustangs scooped by Ethan Bryant, taking the ball all the way to the downfield for the Chargers. And we've got a 14-0 game in this one. All right, Campbell again leading the way for Bath County. Chargers went on to score on this drive, take a 21-0 lead. They would go on to a 49-0 victory, and yes, they remain undefeated. Narrows and Honecker played a crazy game tonight. That looks like a basketball score. 74-51 is your final. Perry McClure back on the winning track, 45-12. Fort Chiswell over Auburn tonight. Bluefield went into Grayson, and they found out Grayson is still rolling, 35-30. And George Wythe, 58-0 over J.I. Burton. The rough and rugged Seminal District with a couple of showdowns tonight, including undefeated JF at EC Glass. So hang on and let's have a look at this one, shall we? Jefferson Forest looking to go to 7-0. This is Maxwell Callaway going deep, and he is picked by Cam Jones. Inside the 10, JF's Josiah Bell on the keeper, and we know what's about to happen here. 14-0 as the big fella goes in. Very next drive for Glass, handoff Michael Thomas, fumble! And that is recovered by JF, and this one going the Cavaliers' way. Inside the 20, Cameron Parker. And look at him bust through, little contact, burst to avoid the worst, and he is in. JF, 23-0 to go to 7-0. What about Heritage at Rustburg tonight? 2 4-2 teams. First quarter, Aiden Slash going to keep it, and he's going 50 yards. He will be basically thrown out at the 5. Hang on, right there. Slash on the keeper again, and into the end zone. It's 7-0 Heritage. Meantime, Slash looking right. He's going to throw and find Emery Calso, and he is open for an easy 6. But in the second quarter, things start to turn. Red Devils on the 5. Marquavian Rosser. Oh, we love the big fella. He is in. 22-16. Rustburg rallies back for the victory. The Bees get a victory. LCA remains undefeated, 49-0. Dogwood, an important game. Gretna taking the lead in that district. Appomattox County, 51-26. Dan River over Nelson tonight. And in the Hoagahigi Royal retreat by a touchdown over Chilhowie. What about Roanoke Catholic at Smith Mountain Lake tonight? The Ospreys and the Smith Mountain Lake paramotor team putting on a show. This is an aerial show, and Caden Saunders' first play from scrimmage, 44 yards for the touchdown. 7-0 Ospreys in this one. Now 7-6. Chase Miller from 8 yards out, running through the Celtics to make it 14-6 Smith Mountain Lake in this one. Saunders is going to add his second touchdown of the quarter here, and he is in. And this one goes to Smith Mountain Lake Christian. 56-6 is your final. All right, Virginia Tech's homecoming set for Saturday. Hokies welcoming a 3-2 Wake Forest team that nearly took out Clemson, falling 17-12. This is a talented team that runs a quirky offense that can be tough to defend.
They're efficient. I think they recruit to their scheme very well. The quarterback is scrappy. He's tough. He's a winner. He's got an accurate arm. He's got pretty good feet. He's a Virginia kid that won a bunch of games in high school here. So, they've got a nice-looking group.
Indeed, they do. Wake's quarterback is Mitch Griffiths. He's a redshirt sophomore out of Broad Run in Ashburn, Virginia. And as you recall, Broad Run had 2 12-1 seasons back-to-back. He's completing 60% of his passes, 1,150 yards, 9 touchdowns through 5 games. Saturday will be the first meeting between the Hokies and the Demon Deacs since 2020, and that kickoff again set for 3:30 from Lane Stadium in Blacksburg. Some other Saturday games, including Georgia Southern JMU. That is a noon start and an important game in Sunbelt action. Battle for the Silver Shako in Charleston. VMI and the Citadel. They've played it every year since 1920, with the exception of 5 years, so I'm pretty sure that is 78 years and counting. Ferrum at WNL, 2 p.m. Again, Wake at Virginia Tech is 3:30. And this reminder right here on WSLS 10 and NBC, USC and Notre Dame, 7:30 tomorrow night. All right, the next full moon on Friday the 13th won't happen until 2049, so we're safe. 'Twas a fine show indeed. We'll see you next week.